These are your evening headlines for June 12, 2025, right here on BYU-Idaho Radio. Thanks for joining me today. I'm Elise Kraut. Lori Vallow Daybell has another guilty verdict under her belt. Today, a jury in Maricopa County, Arizona, found her guilty of conspiracy to commit the murder of Brandon Boudreaux. Daybell was first found guilty of murder and conspiracy to commit murder by an Idaho jury back in 2023 for the deaths of her children J.J. Vallow and Tylee Ryan and the first wife of her husband, Chad Daybell. Then, just weeks ago, a different Arizona jury found her guilty of conspiracy to commit the murder of her fourth husband, Charles Vallow. EastIdahoNews.com reports she will be sentenced for the two Arizona cases on July 25th and will then be brought back to Idaho to serve her life in prison sentences. A 76-year-old man from Box Elder, South Dakota, died in a rollover crash Wednesday afternoon on U.S. Highway 20 near milepost 316 east of Ucon. According to an Idaho State Police news release, the crash happened around 12:28 p.m. when a 2023 Nissan Rogue heading west left the right shoulder of the highway and hit a tree. A 72-year-old female passenger, also from Box Elder, was taken to a hospital in Idaho Falls. Her condition has not been released. Both people were wearing seatbelts and airbags deployed. The crash remains under investigation. Idaho Falls will celebrate Juneteenth with its second annual Juneteenth Community Heritage Music Festival. The music festival will include two free events. The first will be held Saturday at 9 a.m. at the Riverwalk Bandstand, including live performances, welcoming remarks from Idaho Falls Mayor Rebecca Casper and Ammon Mayor Sean Coletti, as well as booths highlighting local cultural history and community engagement. The second event will be on Wednesday from 7 to 9 p.m. at the Colonial Theater in downtown Idaho Falls. Attendees can see a Reader's Theater performance about the history of Juneteenth and musical tributes to African American contributions to the 20th century American music. The celebrations are not limited to Idaho Falls. The Pocatello branch of the NAACP will host its fourth annual Juneteenth event on Friday, June 21st from 11 a.m. to 3 p.m. at the Pocatello Senior Activity Center in the adjacent Purse Park. The event welcomes families to enjoy live music, games, and prizes for kids, an auction, and a red velvet cake baking contest, as well as the announcement of the 2025 NAACP scholarship winners. Tickets are $25 for adults, $15 for children ages 6 to 12, and free for children under 5. They're available at NAACP booth at the Farmers Market on Saturday and at several local businesses. Whether you're an accomplished artist or just getting started, the Art Grows Rexburg art competition is open for entries with thousands of dollars up for grabs. The competition has 3 categories you can enter: student, amateur, and professional. Each category has its own cash prizes for first through third place and 2 merit awards. You can register your art online at artgrowsrexburg.org. Then you'll need to download and print submission form that you'll fill out and take with your physical artwork to Hemming Village on Wednesday, June 18th from 2 to 6 p.m. The art should be framed and have a sawtooth hook or a hanger in the center or a wire between the 2 D-rings or the 2 I-hooks. Kayong Daybell, the president of Art Grows Rexburg, says they'll have an award ceremony on Thursday, June 26th, with guest artist David Koch from Utah, who will speak about his experience with art. These have been your BYU-Idaho Radio evening headlines for June 12, 2025. Thanks for tuning in. More news, interviews, and great content are available on our podcast feed. Search for BYU-Idaho Radio on your favorite podcast apps. We're on YouTube, Spotify, Apple Music, and more. You can also ask your smart speakers to play KBYI 94.3 FM.